What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here. I got Cosmo James behind me, and little quick follow-up. I know, what am I wearing, right? We'll get to that. Quick follow-up. So we blew a piston here. See, there's
look at all the
fluid. So that's not good. That explains the lack of pressure, and hey, you know, it sucks. But blowing a piston, not the end of the world. Not the best thing that possibly happened to your car, but also not the end of the world. All right, so let's talk about this outfit, right? Because like, look at that. It's awesome, right? Full-blown tracksuit. Just got back from Matt Farah's wedding, and he's the guy who puts things on his invite. He's like, oh yeah, attire for the wedding is this, and then the brunch the next day, wear a tracksuit, whatever you want. I took that seriously. Went on Amazon, scored myself the sweet tracksuit, and it wasn't until after a while, and this is a proper tracksuit. I wasn't the only one, by the way. A bunch of people wore tracksuits. We had a good time. It wasn't until after a while, this guy starts talking to me. He's like, oh, Msertai. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Look at that. I was like, oh, shit, they misspelled it. And I was like, oh, this must be like a knockoff. And I didn't think twice. I mean, I bought this for $35, and it was one of those gag gifts that I was going to wear once and then throw away. But then I start looking at the logo, and I'm like, all right, the logo's probably off. So we pull it up on the phone and start looking at the logo, and the trident's right. And I'm like, well, why would the trident be right, but they'd spell it wrong? Anyway, so we just chalked it up for like trying to avoid copyright infringement or something like that, or just a really bad mistake. But then I went online to my original listing, and it's spelled properly. So this is just like possibly one of the worst typos in the history of mankind. And I'm going to throw a link in the description, so if anyone wants to go scoop up their own limited edition Team Msertai tracksuit, kudos to you. I mean, these things are head turners, I'm telling you. I was planning on wearing this once at his wedding and never again. Now it's in my regular rotation, so you'll see it on some future videos. Maybe show up to a couple of car shows in the donk wearing my Msertai gear. So that wasn't the only memento I got at Matt's wedding. I also got this. Parking violation. At first, I got pulled over on the way up there, but I got off with just a warning. Not even a warning, just a here's your stuff back. We have things called PBA cards around here. When you know a police officer, for some reason, they give you courtesy. So if they pull you over, we're doing 82 and a 55 up the Merit. And I asked the guy, I was like, hey, I was doing the same speed as the truck next to me. He's like, well, I clocked you at 82 and a 55. I was like, I got my PBA card, and I never use them because I always get pulled over out of state, and they're fairly useless the further away you go. But in New York, it did work, got out without a ticket. My wife was in the Ferrari with me, so she didn't want to record it, so I got nothing to show you. But then, when I'm in town, I got this lovely gem, parking ticket. And today we're going to talk about what happens when you get a small town parking ticket. Well, here's my case that I'm going to plead. All right, I'm here in Little Town, and Little Town, I got a prepaid parking voucher, which means, oh, you know what? It's actually not that bad. $10. Oh wait, after 30 days it goes up to 45. So this is this is permission to park on the street for the remainder of the day. But it's not that I didn't want to invest the quarter. I looked at the parking meter, and it's a cute little town. Look at this. It says free parking. Saturday, Sunday. That's what I read. I read free parking, Saturday, Sunday. I didn't read in the municipal lots. The municipal lots could mean like all places are parking, because a lot of times meters won't read on Sunday, so yeah. So right there you see, I'm like clearly slightly confused. I saw the lots, but I figure like public spaces, Saturday, Sunday, free parking. I looked and I was a little annoyed by this. And then I looked and, oh, cool. It's only $10, right? So $10, if I wait after 30 days, it's $45. What do you do when you get a small town parking ticket? I was in Hudson, New York, which I genuinely don't plan on ever going to again. So my initial reaction was like, never going back. Even if they make it $45, they're not going to suspend my license over $45. I'm never going to go back there. It's just one of those things that you just disregard. You just ignore it, and it goes away forever. The town probably writes most of them off. But now, I mean, obviously, since I'm making this video, I'm going to go pay that, so I don't have to deal with that in the future, because I can see this is pissing them off. But when you get a small town parking ticket, what should you do? I would suggest sort of just ignoring it. If it's a place that you're never going to go, if you're traveling, you get a ticket, a couple of bucks, for 30, 40 bucks, let it go. It's not something that's ever going to chase you down. It's something that it's annoying. There's different parking regulations. I wouldn't bank on it, especially if you're going to be there for a couple of days, if you just sit there and start racking up parking tickets, because the more tickets you get, the more likely it is somebody's going to come after you for that. But if you're doing it on the, like, look, one-time trip, I'm up in Mackinac Island in Michigan, or whatever, I don't think they have cars up there, but I'm up in Michigan, I'm just going to let it go because I'm never going back to Michigan. And you can let the parking tickets rack up, one here, one there, and you genuinely have to never go back. And like when you go travel for like a destination wedding, there's a good chance you're never going to go back. It's not going to put out an APB in the state. I'm not going to have any warrants out. There's not going to be a collection activity because they're not even able to find you guilty. It's just a citation that's going to end up going nowhere. So you find yourself getting one of these puppies and not making a YouTube video about why people should just ignore them, then you can go ahead and just let it go. And if anyone gives you a hard time, you can pay it at a later date. But it's like, I think odds are in your favor. If you just let it fly, you'll be all right. There's a tip for today. Everybody go wish Matt Farah and Hannah a very warm congratulations. Although he turns comments off on a bunch of shit, go tweet him and give them both a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. For those of you not familiar with my other company, I started a company called Adventure Drives, which combines driving and bucket list travel. It's a lot of fun. Our next trip, we're off to Europe in July. If you're interested, prices can be done per person. Don't worry, if you don't have somebody to go with you, we can match you up with somebody. You can check the link in the description for adventuredrives.com and sign up today.